Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Theme Park. Last episode, we built the Battleships game. I've done all the sides as well now. Why aren't you on there? Where's number 10 gone? 10. Oi. Not 19. 10. Yeah, there we go. I've got the signs on either side now, so we're all ready to play. Like, it is now in a playable state, but we wanted to build a little aircraft carrier, a miniature aircraft carrier underneath this. Now, I don't think I went quite high enough. Well, actually, I don't know. It's going to be close. I think maybe a couple of blocks up would have been nice, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because it is meant to be a smaller one, and it's only there for aesthetical purposes. It's not there for build quality, if you like, or scaled size, but I reckon it could be quite nice. I found a nice image on Google of an aircraft carrier that sort of maybe could work for us, so we're going to try and sort of lay out the blueprint of the deck, I suppose you would call it. Now it looks like they can be some funky shapes. They can be some really funky shapes, in fact. So I think something like this, and then we want this part. I don't want to actually start up there. I want a splash potion to speed it up. Oh, by the way, yeah, as you can see, I've done the grass of where the new water's going to be. I haven't taken away the water yet, though. Okay, so I wanted to start about there, run back this way to about there. I don't want it much bigger than the board, if possible. Like, I'd rather not have it a crazy large scale. That one, then this one, and then one more, something like that. And then it comes back out this way, just a little bit along the back. This is where one of the there's two runways on it by the looks, or like one runway that goes diagonally that way, which we're not going to see too much of because of the boards on top of it. And then on this end, it goes up to a ramp, like it actually ramps up slightly on the front for taking, for helping at least getting the planes up into the sky. Like it sort of has a little bit of a ramp. I think a ramp is, yeah, it's probably the best way to describe it. A little bit of a ramp towards the end. So we're going to come this way a little bit. Come up this way. I've never built an aircraft carrier in Minecraft before. I've seen a lot of people do them, and they always look really cool, especially when they're really big. They look really, really cool. I've just never done it before. Okay, so we want to come in line with that one there, and then this is where it starts getting thinner. So I'm actually going to start thinning it out here every 3 blocks. We're start getting thinner, and I'm going to have to make this ramp up a little bit at some point as well. Let's drag this one back over here. They're a nice light grey as well, so this grey, light grey clay is like the perfect block for it. So we'll bring this back here. And I think I sort of wanted to start going up at about that level, which is on this one here. And then up again, up again, up again, oops, and up again here. Now, how small does it get at the front? Wrong one, that one, that one, that one. How small does it get to the front? It doesn't really get, like, that thin. I think we can probably do another 2. That one and that one. So 2 more on this side. There and there. And then we're going to come across the front of it and close it off. So that's like the ramp to help have the planes take off a little bit quicker. That might actually, the ramp might be too big for the scale of the ship, actually. I think it would be better. I think it would be better to stop it around here. Oops. Somewhere like this. I think would be a much better scale. The ramp looked too long for the rest of the ship. Let's take this away and have another look. I say, we're not really that bothered about scale too much. That looks better, though. That looks a much better shape. Okay, we do want this to look somewhat boat-like, though. So we're going to want to come down this way and have some sort of triangle shape at the front. It looks like on my picture. So we're going to want something like this. And this is a pretty flat front on these. But then it sort of goes down to a central point. So I'm going to start coming down like this. There's our middle. And then it starts coming down that way to the floor. Beautiful. That's looking nice. I like the look of that. It has a little bit of red at the bottom. We can definitely do that. I think that would be nice. In fact, let's grab the red stained clay. And we're going to want this on this level and on this level. Yeah, I think just two blocks. And we're going to want this. I should probably do the red last, shouldn't I? I should probably just work my way down with the grey first. So, I might use a different coloured grey as we get lower, actually, as well. I want the this part of the grey to be at least 2 blocks deep at all points, at all times. So, we'll run this around the edge first. It's a matter of just slowly building it down with these kind of boats. Slowly building it down until you get a shape that you like, and then once you've got it all the way down to the floor, you can then sort of modify certain parts of it to help the shape look a little bit better. Up this side where it pokes out, where we've got this board, this is like the command tower. I don't know the exact words for it. I don't know anyone in the Navy. I've never really been that knowledgeable about the Navy. I expect some of you guys will know a lot more if you're in the cadets or anything like that. You'll know a little bit more than what I do. So I don't know the exact names, but there's like a tower there. I suppose where they do all their control and commands and stuff like that, of where things are going to take off and where they shouldn't take off and all that kind of business. I might move this whole thing back by 1 as well. I don't know. I'm unsure yet. I might not at the front. In fact, this should probably come back by 1. Just like that, and then take these ones out, and then maybe on that one as well, and then we'll have a red one there and there. That's better. That leans a little bit more towards the back now, doesn't it? Okay, beautiful. Let me put a deck in. It's just going to be with black stained clay, I think, because we're going to want to use grey for the bottom half of the ship. So I'm going to use black as the sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, the actual main part of the deck here on this block right here. I'm just going to fill it all in, and I shall be back. Okay, nearly there. Just got this little front part to do. Looking nice, looking nice. I think next we probably want to put in the markings. Do we want to put in the markings yet, or do we want to do the tower? I don't know what would be the best order. Yeah, maybe the tower would be better, and then do the markings last in the spaces that we have left. It's a yellow and white markings is what we have on the picture that I'm using here. That's looking pretty cool, though. I like it. Definitely starting to look like a little bit of an aircraft carrier here, for sure. So the tower, I want to sort of use this as a little bit of the wall, if possible. So maybe on this line here, splash. And yeah, and actually use the this tower part as, or this board here, as the edge of the tower. This is basically just like a wall for the moment that goes up. I might put in a darker grey one, maybe on the 4th block up, just to split up the colour a little bit, make it look a little bit more stand out. So on this one here, we go with the darker grey. As soon as we're going to be using that on another part of the on the base of the ship, hull of the ship, momentarily. So something like that. And then I want it to start getting bigger. So we're going to go around the edge here. And this is sort of where the windows and stuff are going to be. Looks like there's windows pretty much nearly all the way around it. But there's also a walkway that we need to do as well. Okay, so that joins up around there. This is going to have... yeah, I'm going to do black around the edges. The black is going to be where you can walk around. So we'll have it like this. Why has that got a... Oh, yeah. This should be like that, shouldn't it? Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. That one. And that one. Which means this shouldn't be here. There we go. Now it looks right. I knew something was wrong. Okay, grab some iron bars. Run these around the edge here. This is like a little balcony rail so you don't fall off the edge when the boat is swaying. I doubt these boats move that much when they hold planes and stuff on them, but you know what I mean. And then this comes around the edge. In fact, I'm going to leave those end ones. Maybe the end ones are where we have the doors in. Why is this such an odd looking shape? It's still... Something's really not right about it. That isn't meant to be there, is it? Something just... No, that is right. It's right on this side. But then this side is wrong. This part here. This should be... something... I can nearly see what... this one should be that. No. Oh, yeah. I can see it. Look. That's like that. That should be... Aha! Got you. I found you. Okay. Perfect. That one. Take that one away. Put that one there. Take that one away. Now it looks correct. That's better. That one. Run this back this way. What keeps throwing me off is the board there. You see, that's the hard bit to work out. They don't need to be there. Splash. Okay, so I'm going to go up another 3 blocks and then have a darker grey one above that. Same sort of design. Darker one up here. And then we start getting a little bit thinner. There's some sort of weird shapes to it. So I think I want to go... Actually, I'm going to go 1 block wider. Like this. Just so it looks better in Minecraft. In real life, it gets a little bit thinner at the top. We're going to make it go 1 block wider for this part. Like that. Fill this in. So we have a nice platform to build upon. Are we going to be able to get this finished this episode? We might be able to if we push really hard. So we want to start having this one as a ramp. It's like all sorts of weird ramps and different shapes. Like this. I'm going to do it like that. And then I'm going to do a gap between it. And then we're going to have a 4x4 cube. 2. Then a darker layer. Darker layer up here. And then 1 white layer. And then there's like aerials and stuff and radars and all sorts of crazy sonar stuff. So I'm going to do it like that because I think that looks pretty cool. Maybe that one as well. Grab some cobblestone walls for some aerials and radar bits. Like that one. That one. And that one. And, oh yeah, and glass. We need some glass to go in here. Let's grab some black stained glass. So you can't really see through it that easily because, as you can see, we haven't really got anything in between it. I'll have a... Oh, no. That was looking good. I like the black glass, actually. There we go. So there's our command station. That actually now builds that wall nicely into it then, doesn't it? That now looks pretty decent. And then we're going to want some yellow stained clay and some white stained clay for the markings. So we have this sort of diagonal runway that comes down here. Again, we're not going to be able to see much of it because the board covers a lot. But we'll have it like that. Going down there. That would be a diagonal one that sort of went that way. So we should have the same thing sort of coming out of the end here. Approximately in the right place. I'm not going to count through exactly where the blocks are meant to be. Because it's not easy to sort of work out. And then we'll have this one. Oops. Come out here. Like that. Does that look somewhat in line? That looks pretty good, actually, doesn't it? That looks like that would be in line with each other. In fact, that might be right. That might be maybe one block off, but that's going to be close enough for me to be happy. And then we have a yellow one. Now, where's the middle point? This one. Yeah, that's the middle point. So then the yellow one is like a guide by the looks. Like it guides you towards the center of the ship. Something like that by the looks of it. I don't really know exactly what all these markings mean. Maybe for those of you that do, you can let me know in the comment section. And bring it down this way as well. I do like it how they intersect though. Like all these little runways and little sections all intersect and go through each other. And crazy, crazy, crazy. We want this one to come around the edge. This is like a no park zone by the looks or something like that. Like you don't want your plane to be anywhere near this building because you might end up breaking it or something like that, or hitting it with your wing. And is there anything that we can do at the end here? Oh yeah, we should do yellow next to this. Adds another colour as well, doesn't it? Adds another colour to the runway. That one. That one, the same on this side, like that, and down here. Okay, we want some white dots going up the middle of these. It's it's so hard because it's off center. That would probably be better. And then put that one to there. Yeah, it's so hard because it's just off center, you see. That one right there. Beautiful. Okay, I'm really liking that. I'm really liking that. We're probably going to want to do the base of the hull next, so then we can add little bits of detail towards the end. This shouldn't be really that hard to do. I might even cut out some of this. So we're going to want to fill this one in like that. Like that. And might do something like that. Yeah, that looks better. And then it's pretty easy. This is very similar to how you do the spaceship. You're just sort of going to run around the edge and do it one block smaller each time. It shouldn't be really that much more difficult to figure out. So we'll have it like that. And then this one goes to there. Like that. So you're making it one block smaller each time. There's nothing really more to it than that. This one, that one, that one, next layer down. And then once you get down to the bottom two, you just make them red instead of grey. This might go all the way around the whole ship, mightn't it? Yeah. Oh, no, I've gone too far. Out here. And then down here. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing the rings all the way around because we're running out of time. I shall be back. Okay, so the boat hull is done. I shall show you that in a minute. It's a little bit square at the moment, so I might change up a couple of little bits on there. I really don't like the front of it though. The front looks a little bit too square at the moment, so I'm just going to touch that up a little bit. And then there's a couple of tiny little details to do. Like there seems to be like basically what I can only describe as street lights on the tower side of the ship. I suppose a ship this size would need lighting, and there are vehicles on these. There are things like fire engines and ambulances and stuff on there. We don't quite have the room to build them. I would love to build a full-scale one of these as a project, as one of our Let's Build projects. Let me know what you guys think to that. It obviously won't be for a little while yet. Oh, wrong one. It might not be for a little while yet, but I would really like to build an actual aircraft carrier, full size, full scale, and really make it look totally awesome, because I think we can. I think we can make this look really, really cool. Take this away here. Take this away. Put that one in. Whoops. Put that one in. Make these black. And then white, grey one. Grey one. Grey one. Grey one. Beautiful. That front looks better now. It doesn't look quite as square as it did a minute ago. That's looking cool though. It's like a little baby one. It's like one that you would get for like a set of battleships or something like that. You know, a little McDonald's toy aircraft carrier. I really like it. I really, really do. Let's grab some, probably glowstone would actually be the best for the lighting in here. I don't want to use beacons. Do I want to use beacons? Yeah, I suppose I could use beacons. They would look better. So we want to have a couple of these about. That one. And that one. And then maybe one on the back here. I think that's the right height. Yeah, it looks the right height. There. Anything else really on the picture? Obviously, you could go crazy with the amount of detail on these things. Like you could do every single little bit, and if you're doing it full scale, I would recommend you do really put the effort in. But this is only meant to be like a little miniature version of it. This isn't meant to be nothing crazy. But yeah, little tiny bits. If you just go around and touch up little bits of it, you will improve the look of it hugely. Just little bits like this, little bits of iron bars that go around certain sections, not all the way around, just little bits of it will really help. There's all sorts of little bits that poke out on the side, because there are like multiple deck levels, so there'll be sleeping quarters down below and all sorts of alarm systems and engine rooms and stuff like that. But I don't know, just little bits like this. I'm just looking on my picture at the moment and just adding like bits of colour that you see in places. I'm going to do something like that and that to keep them at the same height. And I think that's pretty much it. I think that looks totally awesome for a nice simple looking aircraft carrier. We'll do a little bit of colour. This is like, I don't know what this is. This isn't meant to be in the middle. Don't worry, it's not meant to be in the middle. It's just like a little line that goes down there. It probably says something. It's probably words actually. But obviously from where the picture was taken, you can't see what it says, but I expect they're probably words. That looks totally awesome. I think that's going to do it for this episode though, guys. If you enjoyed it, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe, and we shall see you in the next episode.